First off, I want to thank all of our fans, students, alumni for making the trip. That our entire workforce allotment, and certainly a lot of credit to Army. That was a hard-fought football game. It felt like whoever had the ball last was going to win, but it's a great atmosphere for college football. The pageantry, the cadets, and obviously Coach Monken does a great job, and they're an extremely well-coached team. But it was a hard-fought game. On offense, wow. That was about as clean as a performance as I've ever seen. And every time we had to make a play, we made a play. 70 points, no turnovers, 638 yards. And we needed every single one of them. So, again, defensively, we didn't play well. We got cut. We got down some bodies. We got some guys hurt. And we didn't play well. We didn't execute the plan. All we had to do was get a couple of stops earlier, and it didn't have to become a fourth quarter game. But again, credit to Army. They know what they're doing. They know the offense. We didn't play well on defense, but we win as a team, we lose as a team. We found a way to win. Our defense gave up 14 less points than theirs. And I will say this, the defensive play that Trayvon Redd made on the fake field goal really changed the whole game. At that point, then it became a 2-score lead. And every time they made it a 1-score game, we responded and made it a 2-score game. So it's a good win. Proud of our guys. And this is a hard place to win. There's a reason they've won 13 in a row here. And I'm glad that we were able to break that streak.
They felt early in the game. Could you tell that the offense was going to have the type of performance that this was?
We certainly felt pretty good about our perimeter matchups going into the game. So we did. We felt good about, the perimeter matchups. Did I think we were going to score 70? No. But we certainly felt good and confident that we were going to move the football. And clearly we did.
Dave, can you take us through just trying to process that third quarter as fast as everything was happening in it and trying to keep things, I guess, in line or, not getting too crazy?
What do you mean?
Just trying to process the speed of the scoring and kind of keep the team level at the same time.
We've been in these games before. The bowl game a couple of years ago was somewhat like that. Our Syracuse game a few years ago was like that. I've coached games like this before, and you just got to go out there and you get the ball back and you got to convert. And the pressure was on the offense every time they went out there to score. And I don't think we punted the whole game. So, other than not getting that 4th and 1, and our kids went out there and felt confident, and Sam did a great job of distributing the football.
But Dave, at what point did you know how many guys you were going to be down on the defensive side of the ball, and how are those looking? Are they long-term folks that are going to be out, or?
We'll know later. Chalon Garnes went down, and then it was a problem because then Zion Keith went down. And those were the 2 guys that we trained at that position. So, we had a third guy ready to go, but, really wasn't ready. And then we had to make Chase Jones a safety in the middle of the game. And that was when we had 12 guys on the field that, because he was playing a different position, he thought he was on and he was off. And that's on us. That's bad coaching.
Dave, what you guys did today along with 1972 Nebraska, the most points ever scored at West Point in a game. I know you said you've been in games like this before, but between what you did offensively and them even like catching one-handed passes in the end zone, did it ever feel surreal to you?
Josh, I was just a bundle of nerves. I mean, I just like, can we get one stop? So, and then every time you're on offense, all it takes is, one batted ball or one tip ball that becomes a pick. Josh, I'm a football coach. In football games, the word surreal probably doesn't come to my mind too often. This would have been no more surreal than beating BC 3-0 a couple of years ago. So it's kind of cool that we're a program that can win both types of games. On
the fake field goal, did you have a sense that they might run the fake there?
Yes, we were screaming it, watch the fake, watch the fake. So, and even with that, the kid was open. So, Trey just made a great play. We were fortunate.
Dave, maybe this is better suited for Tuesday, but what's your concern level about the defense with how many guys you were missing and balancing the fact that this is an offense that you're not going to see an offense like this again this year?
Like I said, we'll get back, assess the damage, and see where we're at. So, it's hard to know if guys are going to be. I mean, we were down 5 or 6 players. I mean, we put Quincy Bryant in there at linebacker. So, and then Smenda went out with the targeting call and Dylan Hazen was out. I mean, we were down probably 7 guys on defense. So our depth got challenged, and again, we found a way. Not real pretty. I have concerns, but I'd rather have these concerns 7-0 than 6-1.
Dave, where did things start to get away defensively for your team? It seemed like on the first drive, they hit the long ball and then there's the penalty afterwards, but there are several plays where your defense rose up and it looked like it was going to be a relatively even game, but then things just kind of fell apart, it seemed.
Last week, it's hard to say we defended anything well today. I mean, the plays that we stopped them, those were more fluke than the plays. They hit the dive, they hit the trap, they hit the quarterback lead. They got the ball on the perimeter. We didn't cover them. I mean, we had a guy jump in a screen on 3rd and 12 and letting the ball over his head. It was just, we didn't play well. And we made uncharacteristic mental mistakes. And part of that's the offense, but there's no excuse for how poorly we played. We got to get some things fixed.
Dave, taking a look at the development of guys like A.T. Perry and Keyshawn Williams, what can you say about them and their performance today?
I mean, we recruit good players and we make them better. And we've been doing that for 6 years. So that's what we do at Wake Forest. We take players we believe in. We don't care who else recruits them. We get them, we make them stronger, faster, we make them better football players, and then they can go out on a stage and make plays like they did today. So that's our program.
Coach, you touched on the offense, but Sam's performance today, very efficient, career day for him. Can you just touch on him and his performance today and what he means to you and your offense?
He's a really good quarterback, Eddie. So, I mean, all those conversations about the quarterbacks in the ACC, and, he's like our program. So a lot of people don't talk about us. They don't talk about him, but, he's 7-0 as our starting quarterback this year. That's the only stat we care about.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, Coach.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Thanks, guys.
What's up? Can you all hear me?
Corey, I guess first off, offense found a rhythm really early. I don't know if you guys had an inkling that you were going to have that kind of success today, but how quickly did you guys know that it was going to be your day in the passing game?
I'm not sure if we knew exactly, who day it was going to be. We knew we had to get points on the board very, very early in the game. We had a goal of hitting, 21 points in the first half, but we knew we had to score every time we touched the ball, and we made it happen.
All right, what was the
Corey,
feeling like on the?
with that,
Go ahead, Kenny.
with you guys knowing that you had to score early and often, when you saw the defense kind of going out there and not having the best of days, was there any sense of worry that, if you guys didn't score once it was over, or what was your mindset every single time you guys kind of got the ball back with a score up or even tied?
We just knew we had to, keep a lead every time we had to go down and score so we can keep a lead, their offense is very, very hard to, control. So, every time we touched the ball, we knew that we had to get down there and score points.
All right, what was the feeling on the sideline for an offense during that game?
We just stuck to the plan. We never got ahead of ourselves. We played ball the same way. We stayed level-headed. We just knew we had to make plays. Guys were excited to make plays and ready to be out there. But we just stayed the same. Not too high, not too low.
What's the feeling for you when you've had a good game and made some plays, and Keyshawn gets out there and takes a 75-yarder on the first play of a drive?
Yeah, that's exciting. My boy Key, right here, about to be next. But I'm happy for him. He's definitely gonna get his chance. To ball out. He's always ready, always staying ready. Works really hard. That's my guy. So I'm really excited for him.
Corey, how fun is that to be a part of when you guys are, putting up the numbers that you are, those big touchdowns that you are? I mean, that's got to be fun to be out there playing the way y'all are playing today.
Right, yeah, it's a great feeling. It's fun, always fun. When you put up 70 points, it's just a great feeling. Offense, we really feel confident, more confident than we ever have. We moved the ball really, really well today, and it's exciting.
Ja'Cory, talking about complacency the last couple of weeks, how do you guys not have letdown effects from week to week, or even going into next week after having a game where you guys almost caught up 500 yards?
We just always stick to the plan. We always know what we got to achieve, or what's our goal for the week. We never, like I said, never get too high, never get too low, but we just always stick to the plan and what we know, and we do what we do. So,
Ja'Cory, can you kind of take us through your reaction to Trayvon's play, that he kind of jumps that pass and becomes like a really big play in the game?
Yeah, for sure. That was a really big play. We knew they was going to end up coming with a fake somewhere. I was right there. I was looking directly at him, and he read it well, picked it off. I'm running down the sideline with him to the end zone, and that was just a good feeling. Get up by 14 right there. That was a electric for us.
Coach Clausen mentioned, the experience you guys have had in games like this. Just coming off an off week where you had back-to-back games that were full games, full 60 minutes and extra. How helpful is that when you play in a game like this?
You just expect, going into the game, he always tell us, whatever here on, it's going to be a 4-quarter game. We're going to have to battle all 4 quarters, all 60 minutes. It's just something that's in our blood here at Wake. It's exciting that we know we're going to get full effort from everyone, both sides of the ball, defense, offense, and also special teams. It's just going to be a battle from here on out, and then just got to take it from there.
Awesome. Thank you, Ja'Cory.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, we have Keyshawn Williams here.
Hey, Keyshawn, just walk us through your touchdown reception. How did it feel? When did you realize you were that open, and what did it feel to kind of break away and get across the end zone?
It was a great feeling to know I could have a positive impact on the game in that way. I really wanted to beat him deep, but he got out, so I broke in. I knew I couldn't get caught. Get every opportunity, got to make the most of it. So I know that had to be 6.
Keyshawn, what are some of the things you do during a game to kind of keep yourself ready? Because I know you're not in there for the bulk of the snaps, but every time you get in there, it seems like you make a play offensively.
I just try to keep a positive mindset, knowing that, so I'm not going to get a lot of plays, make the most of what I get. And also cheering on my teammates such as Quarry, AT, Taylor, D. Stu, cheering all of them on keeps me in the game, and just cheering on even the defense making big plays, just keeps me in the game, keeps motivated, just knowing to stay ready.
Keyshawn, can you just kind of give us a sense of like the fun factor of a game like this, especially when you see Sam connect on 2 75-yard passes in that third quarter when everything was really taking off?
No, it's fun. You got to enjoy it when the offense is clicking like that. Everything's just going right for the most part. It's something special to be a part of, and I was just happy I could have a factor in that.
Anything else?
No, I appreciate your time and want to speak to me as well.
Thank you, Keyshawn.
Thanks, Key.
All right, everyone, we have Trayvon Redd here.
Trey, what'd you see on the pick 6?
In that play, that was just me trying to make a play. I was losing pretty much cover 0. I had my man, saw it out of the corner of my eye. I really can't even really explain. I can't even believe I made the play. I let my whole man go, but I was in the right position at the right time. I really can't say too much about it. I just glad I made the play. I was in the right position.
After you make the catch, did you see green grass in front of you, or did you have some? I mean, it looked like you were getting pretty tired toward the end of that. Did you know you were making it to the end zone?
I was hoping I made it in the end zone. I was already kind of getting a little winded, and then after that play, I was gassed. I saw green grass, and I just took it. I mean, I saw some people coming to help block. I saw some other people, and I was just trying to beeline for the end zone.
Trayvon, you made up a lot of ground just to get into position to make that play. Was there ever an inclination just to try to make a play on the receiver as opposed to making a play on the ball, or were you thinking ball the whole time?
I saw ball. I didn't even see the receiver. I saw the ball in the air and I went for it.
Trayvon, can you walk us through a bit of the demeanor on the sidelines the entire day? Was it just frustration? Was it just people tired? Like, what was going on the sidelines when it just felt like you guys couldn't get off the field again and again?
We were just trying to figure out what's going on, what's not working, what's going wrong, trying to fix it. Every series when we came off the field, we was constantly correcting stuff, figuring out what ways we can maneuver to put ourselves in a better position to make plays. And I mean, their offense is just great running that offense.
Trey, you were smiling when you first started talking about that pick 6. What does that mean for you, man, to be able to contribute to this win and the 70 points that Wake was able to put up today?
I mean, that was my first time being in the end zone, like scoring since I've been here. I've been here 6 years. That was my first touchdown. So I was kind of low-key emotional. I'm not crying, but I was just very happy by myself. But then again, I knew we still had a long game to go, so I couldn't really celebrate like I wanted to. But I know that possessions count, and being able to score on the defensive side was going to basically be the deciding factor in this game.
Anything else? Awesome. Thank you, Trayvon.
Steven, do you have any idea who else we're getting?
I do not. Although we have Sam sitting here now.
Sam, can you tilt it down just a little bit more?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's perfect. What's your thoughts on the 70 points today, man, in your efficient day?
I mean, it's just everybody around us. You know, we Coach R put up a great game plan, and they did what we thought they were going to do. So that was, nice. It's always a great feeling. The adjustments that we kind of made going into this week, and we had 2 weeks to prep, so we kind of had a lot of different game plans, set. But Coach R put us in great spots, and guys made plays, and you make the throws, and it works like that, and that's how this offense is supposed to do. And I mean, it's very fun, but again, it's we're 7-0, and that wasn't the goal of the season. It's it's to do bigger things, and so we're excited for the next challenge.
Sam, it looked pretty easy out there for you today, 23 for 29, but the last 3 games really haven't been as easy. They've been back and forth, back and forth. How tiring are those games for you and just you and the team, and how do you recover from that from week to week?
I mean, it's, every week's a 1 week season, and we just, we got to come out and execute every week. So, I mean, I think they're all the same, but, some you feel a little bit worse than others. We're defense pretty banged up after that kind of game. And, offensively, we have bumps and bruises here and there, but again, it's just every week's a new season, and every we've got to approach the same way.
Sam, just how much pressure are you feeling on the offensive side of the ball when it looks there for a while that you almost need to score on every possession to come out on top of this in this one?
We knew going into the game that that's what we had to do. So it's not, pressure probably isn't the word. That's your goal as an offense. I think going out there and putting your goals lower than that would just do you a disservice. So we're just we executed, and that's what we can do, and we have the capability to do every drive.